Suneet, before we start, you'd like to show a little audio visual?
We have a very small presentation that we put together for you. In about a minute and a half, you will see 27 years of my life roll by very quickly. So let's have a quick look at that and we can discuss it.
No, but which one? I'm trying to see what they like so much. That's really something. 27 years in this industry and quite iconic, the pieces there.
Yeah.
You,
Well, I think my career is probably older than most people in the audience. So thank you for having me in here today. Thank you, Koel. Um, I wish actually I was your age, sitting in the audience and listening to people talk about themselves and their careers and what they've learned and what they've gained. Um, I was very young when I decided that I wanted to be in fashion. I was never very academically inclined. In fact, I was a very bad student. I think once in the 7th class, I passed a math exam, and the entire school got a retest. They could not, they could not believe, they could not believe that I had passed a math exam. So, in that sense, I was never very academically inclined. My parents were very intuitive, and also they saw my report card, and then they decided, okay, I was going to do something more interesting with my life, like either study art or fashion or sculpture, and I was sent off to Europe to get an education. There, surprisingly, I was actually a 4.0 star student. So I sort of found what I liked, and so this is my first piece of advice to you. If you really want to search something that you love, you look for it till you really find it. And don't settle for anything else, because literally that's going to be your focus in life, and that's really what you're meant to do. So this is really, really important. I'm a prime example of that, as are several other contemporaries of mine. And it's been a very difficult journey, 27 years. When I came back, nobody quite knew what I did. So, they used to ask me things like, तो आपने अपने parents के पूरे life saving खर्च के tailor बन गए? And I would say, I'd say, no, but I have a degree in design and I have a master's in costume history. He says, yes, but what do you actually do? So nobody quite knew what we did and what we were educated to do. Since then and now, of course, there are 18 or 20, I think, NIFTs, NIFTs in India, and several other design schools and colleges, and I've had the great fortune to teach at them as well. Um, I think it's very important for everybody to be able to find what they like, what they enjoy, because the only thing that's going to last, actually, not, I mean, not money. I would never count success for money. I would never count success by, say, fame. I would count success only by a life lived with passion. So whether you want to act, you want to dance, you want to paint, you want to draw, you want to write, you want to be whatever you want to be. I think the most important thing would be to follow your passion. Thank you.
How many design students do we have here, or wannabe designers?
Yay.
Oh, so quite a few.
Yay. Yay.
So listen, this is a real opportunity for you because you have not only one of the top designers, you have one of the first few designers of the country, the prime designers sitting right here. And I would like to know, although it's very difficult to learn from someone else's mistake, but what would you say to these kids and to, all the children out here anyway, all the people out here, that one of the mistakes that you wish you had learned from and hadn't made it? All mistakes make you stronger, all that nonsense, but...
Well, my first advice to all design students and everybody else as well, because 27 years is a lot of life lived, is please go out and make the mistakes. Because, and go out and make the mistakes and go out and make the glorious mistakes. Because if you don't make mistakes, which means you're not trying, you're not learning, you're not pushing yourself harder enough, you're actually finding a safe zone, and there you already are making a mistake by default. So I think it's very important, go out, make mistakes, learn from them, and I think that's the only way, so where did I not learn from? From what mistake?
No, not that you didn't learn from a mistake you feel like, I wish I didn't have to learn from it, I wish I'd never made it, it was just a mistake that had no learning to give.
But I think about 15 years ago, when the economy was opening up and the country was opening up and everybody was talking about, wanting to do stuff globally, I was sitting in my small studio in Arjun Nagar in a basement, and I thought, okay, well, this sounds like a very cool idea, and let me go and set up an office in New York and see if I can do something from that. And that was a huge mistake. Because it was a huge mistake because my back end wasn't organized, and India wasn't ready for that kind of growth in fashion. So I wasted a large amount of time and effort and money doing that. And I think it's much better to focus on India right now for me.
So start small, make it big,
Absolutely.
and then move on.
Absolutely.
Now, another thing which was definitely not a mistake, which I want to discuss and break down, is that iconic metallic bustier. Do people know what I'm talking about? That we saw it in the presentation, and
Right.
Meher Jaisia was wearing it. It was quite avant-garde at that time.
It was actually, well, I honestly speaking, I was doing something that I thought was actually very aesthetic. I was doing something that is very sculptural. I wasn't thinking of creating any kind of sensation. I wasn't thinking of that. But lo and behold, I think it created a lot of sensation.
Yeah, because you had sculpted an entire body and a breast on top of the outfit, right?
Yes, I did. And I actually thought that was quite interesting to do because...
And back in the day.
And back
We're not
in the
talking
day, in year
about
1991. Yes, absolutely.
Now, talking about today, there's a lot of liquid money. I mean, a stroll down any of the malls, whether, especially Emporio, you see a lot of spending power and inane spending power.
Right.
Sometimes when you see that in the face of the inequality that we live in India, and you're a designer of luxury goods, do you ever have an existential crisis about what you do?
I do. I'll be honest with you, I do. Because I think, I live fairly simply, and so I can't even afford my own clothes. So, so for me, I think it's very important that people spend carefully, and of course, I want my business to grow, and I want people to spend money on my brand, and we should be able to make the money. But at the same time, I feel it's very important to spend wisely and not have to, just spend ridiculously. But if they're going to spend ridiculously, please spend in my store. Yes.
So have you ever thought of pricing your stuff differently?
Well, we've tried to do a ready-to-wear line, and we get a lot of interesting offers from online partners today to do some stuff because online is huge. How many people buy online here? How many people there you go. See,
Everyone.
everyone. You buy T-shirts, you buy jeans. What do you buy? You buy clothes, accessories.
Designer wear?
There you go. I mean, there is definitely a huge online presence for fashion and retail in the country, and we get a lot of those kind of inquiries as well. So that is something that we're looking to grow into.
Now, we're talking about your clothes and, even you can't afford to buy your clothes.
That's true.
So there are people like Sarah Jessica Parker, there's J-Lo, there's Priyanka Chopra, there's Kangana Ranaut, all who wear your clothes, and I'm sure you love seeing them in it.
Right.
Is there a kind of woman that you cringe at who wears your clothes? A client who comes in, you're like, please don't buy my outfit, I just can't bear to see you in it. Even though she may have the money.
She's probably watching on television, so I'm. No, definitely. I mean, there's all sorts of clients who come and they want something, and sometimes they want 2 for 1, or things like that. So there are clients who say things like that, and so for me, it's very important to be able to understand the client and see if they're actually going to look good in that. And sometimes, I'll say, no, I don't think this is worth your while, or you won't look good in it. And some people just want to look super sexy. And this is a really big thing for us, So I think everybody wants to wear very sexy clothing, even if you don't have the body for it.
I'm not going to stand up in front of you right now.
Even if you don't have the body for it, even if you don't have the carriage for it, and they still want to look super sexy. And that's always a hard call.
What's the craziest demand you've ever had, especially during wedding season? Because that's when the brides and the bride's family sort of want to go, that extra mile.
Right.
So what is the craziest things you've ever heard? Or
So I actually had a family from Calcutta this week, and they were very conservative, Marwari family. And the daughter wanted to wear everything backless, frontless, low cleavage, and things. And the mother was having a fit. So when she went to the change room, the mother told me outside, if you don't raise the neckline, I will not pay you in time. I was like, okay, so I'll have to do that. But there is definitely a whole lot of people who want to dress sexy and look sexy. The audience has changed. The whole mantra of the new bride has completely changed. And I think it's interesting to get people, and it's also nice to see how much parents are adapting to that. So they will have their say, but not entirely.
And what would you say is this year's top wedding trend? Because now wedding season is starting, Diwali season is starting.
Yeah.
And even if you're not the bride, what should one focus on in terms of color or cut or look? Because I think anarkalis are now, we're done with it for a while, right? Oh God, what if your new collection is all anarkali?
No, I think definitely there is a big trend, and I think pink is the new trend. So everybody, all my contemporaries, Rohit Bal, Jay Javalaya, Tarun Teliani, Sabyasachi, everybody showed a lot of pink. And we had a bride come to see us a few weeks ago, and she said, and I've done some other weddings in their family, and she said to me, Suneet, I want to see a pink that no one has ever seen before. So I said, well, it might look a bit blue then. I said, because I didn't know how else to make a new pink. So pink is definitely a big trend. I think something close to the body and something sexy is quite a big trend. Anarkalis are definitely going out. The drape sari, the stitch sari is quite a big trend. Backless is quite a big trend. Can you show us your back now? There. Yeah.
I have a quote of yours here, which I just want to say it correctly. When I die, I don't want to be known for whom I dress, but with whom I made relationships. Now, you are known as Mr. Nice Guy of an industry that is riddled with egos and insecurities. How do you manage that? And have you lost out because you're more concerned about being nice?
I've never thought about this, honestly speaking, because for me, this is who I am, this is what I do. I'm here in front of a great audience, and what else could I possibly want out of life? So I'm learning, I'm growing, there's plenty of opportunity, and I never really planned my career according to being Mr. Nice Guy or not nice guy. I just made a wish list. So if you asked me 10 years ago, Suneet, what is your career plan? I didn't have a career plan. I just had a wish list. I wanted to work in television, I did a television show. I wanted to work in luxury goods, I got tied up with BMW. I wanted to do a movie, I started working with Hrithik Roshan. And I didn't think about what people thought, what they expected off of me. I just focused on my work.
And you arrived where you wanted to be.
And I just kept it simple and I arrived where I wanted to be.
There's another thing that's very interesting, especially for the youth here, is that you've always been open about your sexuality.
That's correct.
Because and in this country, which is a closed-minded society, why was it so important and was it tough to not live a lie?
I think the most difficult thing to decide to live a gay life or to admit to your own self or to your family is that you have to first understand that you're no different from anybody else. You're no better, you're no worse. You're just as ordinary. And I think this is the most important thing. I think I must have been 21 or 22 years old when I came out to my family.
Was that a tough time?
They were very supportive. They didn't think it was very tough. And they were very supportive. And I've never felt any differently. And I don't think I've been treated any differently. So for me, it's just the way who I am.
And what would you say to any of the children, I keep saying children, I'm sorry, any of the people here who are probably struggling with their own sexuality and struggling with being able to come out with it? What would you have to say to them?
Well, I'd say, I think you're lucky in the sense that you're living at a time that is much more evolved, much more open as a society, where parents are better, educated, they're more exposed to everything else. But at the same time, don't be afraid, because, if you live in a closeted life, you're going to actually have to really suffer. And actually, the only one who will eventually suffer will be you and nobody else. So I think, live out loud and proud. That's what
loud and proud.
Yes.
And on that note, what we're going to do is we are going to conduct Style Awards right here. We have the perfect judge. So who out here thinks that they deserve a style award for what they're wearing or just how they walk or how they behave? I want you standing on your chair right now. Come on, we're getting up. So we can pull maybe one or two people that we think.
Everybody who's standing on the chair has to scream, "We love fashion." 1, 2, 3. And again, and again. Nice, nice, nice.
And now, we love Suneet Varma!
Hey!
Okay, so we're going to look from here. Let's start from here. I am going to randomly pick a few people. Don't feel bad if you're not picked. To come and do a little catwalk for us here.
So you pick one, I'll pick one.
Okay, you in the yellow shirt.
You in the black t-shirt. Yeah.
Okay, only for your enthusiasm in the orange shirt at the back there.
You in the net t-shirt. You. No, you. Yeah.
Red? That's not red. Net t-shirt. Sorry, red t-shirt boy. Okay, bad girl, get here.
The girl in the yellow.
Okay, Miss Pink Bag.
The guy in the beige t-shirt, you.
Okay, one last one from here. Oh, one in one.
You do first.
Get the, you with the turban. Now your turn.
The lady in the orange t-shirt, sleeveless one. Here, look at me, you. The lady. You.
You just walked on without being called. Oh, you were called. Okay. Okay. You're on a catwalk. That's your audience. That's your catwalk. But before that, he's going to tweak you a bit.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, so let's see. Nice t-shirt, nice haircut, a little scruffy looking, so better grooming is important. Are you wearing a belt? Yeah. You're wearing a belt. But too much underwear showing, it's a big problem. Nice bandana, nice turquoise color against the gray. Interesting match of motif to motif. Very well done. Big marks. Nice jeans. I think he looks really nice. I think he looks really nice. Yes.
But also you can say how they can wear it better.
Yes. The lady in the pink bag, which is very conspicuous for the color of choice. Nice t-shirt, well-groomed hair. She could be a little taller, so she could probably wear higher shoes. So you can get on your toes now. There you go. We like her taller. Nice.
Listen, what do you have
looks really
against
good.
short people, Mr. Petite?
Nice t-shirt, nice color blocking. Could have little sleeves because too much hair on the arms. So yeah, and if you're going to wear these things, hoodies, we don't want to see the under banyan. Not happening, not happening, not happening. Okay, not happening.
Listen, banyans are big no-nos, okay?
Yeah. She's hot. She's hot. She looks hot. She's got like a little rock chick thing going on with her little hair, some little metallic studs. So everybody watch that very closely. The motif is like, I'm going to eat you up. It's a big line out there.
And can you just ape your t-shirt with your attitude?
And leopard print phone. So there you go. So there's a lot going on here. Looks very cool, I think. It's very, very well done. Thank you. How are you? Good, thanks. Interesting, interesting necklace choice, accessory. A lot of people don't place ideas on accessories, so looks cool. I like what you're wearing. The shoes are very nice, actually. Simple and chic and look sexy. So a little bit of formality there. The gentleman is very casual, but we like the orange. We like the orange. We like the orange. We like the fact that he's actually here. And he has a sense of humor. He's wearing a smiley. So that's very cool, and the color matches his shoes, so that's nice. Very nice, young, youthful look. She's attractive. She looks good. She looks good. Nice lace top, interesting slacks, a little bit of formality with the shoes. We love Batgirl here.
We love that girl.
We love Batgirl. Nice casual look with denim shorts, nice shoes, hot pink nail polish, and the lady in the yellow. Wow. You're going somewhere, you're going for a date from here, right? You're going somewhere else.
She's on a date.
She's
Who's
on
her date?
She's on a date. Oh, you look very... You want to walk with me?
Yeah.
Oh my good Lord.
Okay, and she's doing matching yellow nail polish, matching... It's a bit much.
Yeah. I think we have a very interesting bunch, actually.
Yeah, okay,
so
come
let's
on.
see them.
So, starting in whatever order you're in, let's have the ramp music, and we're having a catwalk. Sashay down there, you got 10 seconds out there. So you're walking,
Thank you.
walking, walking. Woo!
Come on, come on. Your turn. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was very cool. Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure. Pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
I think you made a lot of young designer and wannabe models' dream come true, Suneet. Thank you so much.
I think that's what life's all about. Just realizing your dreams and having that opportunity. So you're a great audience. You're a great, great audience. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Koil. Thank you so much, Mr. Varma. We'll
Thank you.
just request you to stay on the stage for a moment. Ms. Shivani Malik, I request you to please come on the stage to present the token of our appreciation. Ms. Malik is the Director Marketing of Da Milano.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Suneet Varma. Thank you, Koel.